Hello everybody, and today it is Arrow here with another video for y'all. I'm going to be bringing you with me my Rainbow Cup that I competed in the West Fort Worth Rainbow Cup. I did end up sharing the victory with Whedon Boys, Victor, Pravado, and Popcornio. Great matches. I ended up actually battling all four of them. Just reason I battled Vic was not part of the tournament, but it was for the extra prize. So first round I'm going to be going up against Cheese for, is it 420? Yeah, Cheese 420. And his lineup is made up of Venusaur, Charizard, Magneton, Quagsire, Mantine, and Fortress. My favorite lineup to run is Venomoth, so I saw no reason not to run Venomoth, Quagsire, and Azumarill in this lineup. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So we start the match off, and he's going to bring in Magneton versus my Venomoth. So right away, I'm like, this is an okay matchup. I'm going to go ahead and shield that, and I got 4 confusions off, so I know I have a Silver Wind ready. I'm going to go ahead and switch into Quagsire, and that's just, it's chunking away damage. He needed to get out of there a lot sooner if he wanted to do anything about it. I go for the Stone Edge, which I typically don't do. I normally just go for an Acid Spray. But I guess I just didn't want to show off my Acid Spray yet. I'm going to go ahead and let this happen, and it's not a big deal. Bring back in my Venomoth. And Venomoth versus Venusaur, this is not a solid matchup by any means for Venusaur. I don't need to shield. This is why I bring Venomoth for this matchup alone. And I'm just going to go ahead and get off as many confusions as I can, building up energy. I should have full energy on my Venomoth right now. I'm going to go straight into a Poison Fang. He's going to bring in Magneton. And this is not going to KO, but he shields it the way I wanted him to. And I'm just going to go ahead and confusion this Magneton to death, is what I was planning on doing. So he's going to discharge me. That confusion is going to end up KOing after the charge move goes through. For the next Pokemon, he's going to have Charizard, so I go straight into Silver Wind. And I switch into Azumarill on the charge move, and Azumarill versus Charizard, the guy looked at me and said, GG. Like, there's not a good matchup for him here. So, we're going to go ahead and take round 1 of the first round, because this is just such a positive matchup for me that it's going to finish right here. So, for the second round, I thought, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I'm going to go ahead and go in with the same team. So, we go in with the same team. Venomoth with the lead. He brings in Charizard. I'm not going to worry about it, because now I can just switch into Quagsire. I'm hoping he brings in his Venusaur. And he does. I'm going to get that Acid Spray off. He's not going to shield it, but it doesn't matter. This is all I really needed out of Quagsire, was to get the Acid Spray. Now, I could have shielded this and tried to go to get 1 shield from him, but I thought I was good. I'm good. No need to worry about it. So I have an Acid Spray on his Venusaur. And if you've ever played against a Venomoth with an Acid Sprayed Venusaur, it's not a good thing. Like, he's done. That's 3 confusions. Dead. Looks like Toxicroak against confusion. So he brings in his Charizard. I'm going straight into Poison Fang. He's going to go ahead and shield. And I'm going to get off another Poison Fang, I believe, before he gets to a charge move. Yes, I do. And so I get that Poison Fang off, and either I'm going to get a shield or it's going to do a chunk of damage. I get the shield. He's going to go ahead and use a charge move here. And that's pretty much murder she wrote for Venomoth, because I don't need him anymore. He's served his purpose as killing Venusaur and hurting Charizard. Now, I bring in Azumarill. There's no need to shield this. Whatever it is, it's going to be fine. I can just store energy with Azumarill against this Charizard. So that's exactly what I do. I store up a bunch of energy. I have 2 shields. He's going to bring in Quagsire, I believe. Fortress. So this is I was a little scared when I saw Fortress, knowing how much damage, not knowing how much damage Fortress Bug Bites can do to my Azumarill. But no, seeing that Fortress dropped to half health, I was like, I'm good. There's no need in me doing worrying anymore, because now I'm in head and shields, and it takes him forever to get to charge moves. I'm going to be able to get as many charge moves as I want off, and with those 2 shields, it's going to be GG's from here on. So, Ice Beam, dead. Ice Beam is going to do a lot of damage here, and one more bubble, and that's going to be the game. So, GG's to Cheese, 420, and on to the next battle. My next battle is against Dapper Dan, and his team is Mantine, Lapras, Charizard, Quagsire, Venusaur, and Raichu. This is the second round of that. I forgot to record the first round, but I won the first round using Venomoth, Quagsire, and Azumarill, and I'm going to go into the second round using Venomoth, Quagsire, and Azumarill. I thought this is my favorite lineup to run in Rainbow Cup. Venomoth is a star. He should have been used more, in my opinion. So we're going to go ahead and lead with Venomoth again, and we're going to switch right into Quagsire. He's going to bring out his Venusaur, and I'm going to get an Acid Spray off. Let's see if we get the shield. If we get the shield, it's just like double, like, yeah, but we don't get the shield. So we've seen this before. He's going to go ahead and Frenzy Plant. I'm going to go ahead and let it come through. And Venomoth is going to take care of that Venusaur for me. There's not a chance in the world that Venusaur is going to stop me. And he's going to bring back in his Charizard. I got a Poison Fang going through. It's going to get a shield. Or it's going to do a lot of damage. So now, Venomoth is going to be able to... I shield this. Dragon Claw. And I'm trying to get to the charge move. He goes ahead and gets another charge move. I'm not going to shield this, so I wasted a shield there. I bring in Azumarill. And Azumarill in this matchup, because he's going to bring in Mantine, I believe. So technically I'm legit just farming. That's all I'm doing here. I'm farming this Charizard. I believe he's going to switch into Mantine. He's going to let Charizard go down. So now we're at 1 shield, 1 shield. And he brings in Quagsire. That's what he brought in. I forgot. He's going to go... I'm going to go ahead and get that first shield with the Ice Beam, which is very, very good because Play Rough does more damage. So I get off of Play Rough. And I'm going to take a big chunk of health right there. And so he's going to go ahead and get off... I think he just goes straight for the Earthquake. No, he goes Stone Edge. So he goes Stone Edge, and I'm going to win the race to the next charge move, and I get off an Ice Beam, and that's going to be GG's. So that was round 2. So right now I'm 4-0, and all I've done is use... the lineup of Venomoth, Quagsire, and Azumarill. So let's go to round 3. I did not use Victory Bell ever. Round 3 is against... Let's see who I played against. Cello Puddin'. And Cello brought a weird lineup to this one. I'm not gonna lie. He was just messing around with people here. He's a great player. But he ended up bringing Sunflora, Fortress, Magneton, Charizard, Lantern, and Heracross. So I was like, I gotta watch out for Sunflora because I knew that it had Razor Leaf. I'm not gonna shy away from my lineup though. I'm gonna run it. So start the match off. It's gonna be Venomoth versus Fortress. And when it comes down to Venomoth versus Fortress, we're gonna get Silverwind. And if he doesn't shield this, we're going to win this matchup. We are going to win this matchup now. So we're going to get off in 2 more confusions, 3 more confusions, and Had a little bit of lag. Tried to wait. Let him go. He couldn't do a charge move. So we had to restart the first match. And it's just going to... I skipped ahead. It's going to be the same scenario. So, silver one is going to go ahead and hit again. I get one confusion off. He's going to Rock Tomb. After that Rock Tomb, I'm going to go ahead and get another silver win, and then I'm going to bail. Because Venomoth, I didn't want to use both shields here, and I knew he might have Sunflora still in the back, so I needed that counter. So I'm going to bring in Azumarill, and I'm going to farm using bubbles. I'm going to take the Rock Tomb / Earthquake, whatever it is, and I'm just going to feint out the Fortress. I'm going to go ahead and get to an Ice Beam. I know he's going to be bringing in that Sunflora. I just feel it in my gut. There it is. That's the Razor Leaf that's going to hurt. So here comes the Ice Beam. And he's going to go ahead and shield it. And I'm trying to get to another Ice Beam. It's just not going to happen. It's too much. I bring in Venomoth. And yeah, Venomoth is... I'm going to make sure I can take out this Sunflora with Venomoth. And Confusion away. I'm going to get off a Poison Fang. And I think he lets it go through. Not sure. Yeah, he let it go through. So at that point I was just like, switching to Quagsire, and whatever it is, I'll face it. So he brings in Magneton. And he's going to get a charge move. He's going to be Magnet Ball. That hurts a little. That tickles. We're going to have an Acid Spray going. He's going to shield. It didn't really matter if he shielded or not, because I was only doing the Acid Spray so I could get that drop in health. Because look at what my fast move's doing to that Magneton. It's over from here, and he knew it. So that's going to be GG's, I think. That was round 3. I don't know what happened in round 1. I guess my phone glitched and didn't record it all. So let's go to round 4. Round 4 was against Pravado. One of my... I'll put it this way. He's a great player and one of my rivals. So, Pravado ran Quagsire, Azumarill, Mantine, Kingdra, Victreebel, and Charizard. And he beat me. He 2-0'd me. He's one of my practice partners. I was scared to run my Venomoth lineup. Oh, wait. No, round 4 is against someone else. Round 4 is against Popcornio. And this was interesting, to say the least. So, Popcornio he had me all kinds of screwed up, man. He told me exactly what he was going to do. He said that he was going to run Charizard. I was like, okay. I don't believe it. So I'm going to run the same lineup that I've ran the whole time. Get into the battle, and bam, Charizard. I was like, ooh, that hurts. So I'm going to go ahead and switch out immediately. I'm going to go into Quagsire. And he's going to switch out as well. I get off an Acid Spray. And I think he shields. Yeah, he shields. He kind of had to at that point. Because, I mean, he stayed in there that long. Might as well, you know, shield. He gets off a Blast Burn. I'm going to go ahead and shield that. So, I go ahead and go for the Stone Edge. I'm thinking, why not? He already... Is he going to waste 2 shields? Nope, that's GG's Charizard. Thank you. And so, Quagsire comes in. And I'm just going to go for the Acid Spray. Acid Spray. Get that Grape Jelly. And he doesn't shield. Didn't expect him to, but it was fun. I'm going to go ahead and shield because I think this is an Earthquake. And it is. So, I'm going to go ahead and do another Acid Spray. Why not? It's fun. thinking maybe I'll get a shield this time. Didn't get the shield there either. So I'm going to go ahead and get off another acid spray. Triple acid spray on his Quagsire. And this time, I get the shield. Let's go. So he's going to be bringing in Earthquake. And that's going to be GG's to my Quagsire. I bring out Venomoth, and he switches into Raichu. And I know this matchup, so if it's a Thunder Punch, that's GG's for me. No, if it's a Thunder Punch, I can tank that. I know for a fact. So I'm going to go for the Silver Wind, and I'm going to go ahead and end his Raichu. And then, against the Quagsire, it's been triple killed, like, triple acid spray. There's not much he can do here, but Stone Edge my Venomoth. Then I have a full health Azumarill coming in. Those bubbles are just going to be taking so much energy damage, and Quagsire falls. So, for the second round, I looked at him and said, just run the same team. And he legit looked me in the eyes and said, okay, and ran it. So, I switched my lineup for the first time in the whole tournament. I ran Azumarill first, and sure enough, he ran the same lineup. He ran Charizard. So, he's going to go ahead and switch out and switch into Venusaur. It's not the same lineup, but it was the same lead. I was like, really? He really did this to me. I can't believe that. Venomoth is going to go ahead and take out this Venusaur. It's going to be Frenzy Plant coming in on this second charge move. And we're going to go ahead and take him out with just fast moves. Whatever comes in, Charizard most likely, I'm going to hit a Poison Fang on. And I saw that fire. I was like, I know this is Charizard now. We're going to get the first Poison Fang. We're going to get the second Poison Fang. This is why Venomoth is so dangerous. I love it. He's going to let that one through. And I don't think we get to another Poison Fang. I'm just being honest. We do a lot of damage, though. Bring in the Azumarill. We're going to go ahead and tank this, whatever it is. And it's a Dragon Claw, so that really made me happy. He's going to switch out into Quaggy. And I'm going to get a Play Rough off. And I think he's not going to shield. He doesn't shield, but I switch into my own Quagsire. And with that damage being dealt, I'm going to go ahead and tank this. I think it's an Earthquake, but it might be a Stone Edge. It's an Earthquake. I can tank it. It's fine. And so, I go for Stone Edge. I mean, there's no reason in not going for Stone Edge here. It's going to do a lot of damage. So Stone Edge is going to go ahead and take him down. He probably thought it was the Acid Spray from the triple Acid Spray that I gave him last time. So, yeah, we're going to be going ahead and killing his Quagsire with Bubble. Which is beautiful, because with a Charizard coming in, all we have to use is Bubble. And Charizard is going to die, but we're going to go ahead and use the Ice Beam, because we have it. We might as well use it. He's going to be using a Blast Burn here. I'm going to go ahead and shield. No, it's a Dragon Claw. I'm going to go ahead and shield that. And I'm going to finish him off with Bubbles. So, GG's. We are 4-0 right now. 4-0. And we're going into round 5. Round 5 I did not record. I apologize. But it was against Bravado. And Bravado, he kicked the crap out of me. He's one of my practice partners. I was scared to run Venomoth against him. He kicked the crap out of me. But his one loss on the day was to Whedon Boys, who I faced in round 6. So, round 6. This is round 6 against Whedon Boys. Some interesting things happen here. So, I'm going to pause the gameplay. Whedon Boys is running a team of Venusaur, Fortress, Mantine, Azumarill, Quagsire, Charizard. It's a good team. But I'm thinking, like, I thought for a good long 2-3 minutes about this. he doesn't have a main Mantine counter other than a Azumarill. He is not running any electric. I thought we were going to do a mirror match on accident. Like, that's legit what I thought was going to happen in round 1. So, I go ahead and run Mantine, Azumarill, and Quagsire. So this is round 1 of the final round. And he's 5-0, I'm 4-1. If I beat him, there's going to be a tie for first. If I lose, he's going to win sole first place. So, start the match off. It's going to be Mantine versus Fortress. And I'm like, this is beautiful. I led right. I might win this. There's a good chance. So it's going to be Fortress versus Mantine and get an Aerial Ace off. And this Aerial Ace is going to do a chunk of damage to that Fortress. I'm going to shield the Rock Tomb. There's no reason letting Mantine go because I'm worried about a Venusaur still in the back. And I'm going to go ahead and get another Aerial Ace off. He decides to ride out this Fortress, and I'm so grateful because I have charged energy, and having charged energy helps so much. I get a Aerial Ace off. I'm thinking I'm going to switch into my own Azumarill in case Fortress is in the back. I go for, I don't know what's going on here. We were bubbling it up. He was trying to piggyback. I think he thought he had, and we get a play rough off, and he did a successful piggyback. So that's what he was trying to take back CMP because we established before this round that I would have it. So we're gonna go play rough off. And take his Azumarill very far down. I'm going to let mine go. I'm going to let any charge move go through because I'm happy with how far down his Azumarill is. And I think I just knock it out with charged energy, and that's beautiful. Ice Beam coming in on the Quagsire. That's going to hurt. He still has 2 shields. He's trying to just farm me here. And just enough energy to get to that second Ice Beam. It's hard to farm a Azumarill because those Mudshots don't do much damage. So I bring in Mantine, and I'm going to let this Stone Edge go through because it's not going to kill. Get off the Aerial Ace. That's beautiful right there. And I'm going to switch into Quagsire. So now I have both his shields. My Quagsire has a shield. It's just looking pretty good right now. We're going to go ahead and shield this one. And take an Earthquake. Give him an Earthquake. Give him a Stone Edge. And that's going to be round 1 of the final round. This is one of the best players in the world right here. Like, this man's good. So, we're going to go ahead and... That was round 1. Round 2. I'm going to go ahead and lead with Mantine again. He's going to lead Azumarill. Okay, I'm worried, because that's a great lead into Mantine. And so... I'm just going to charge up energy until I decide I'm not being piggybacked right there, so I'm going to go ahead and use an Aerial Ace. And switch into Azumarill. Tank this Ice Pump. Tanking the Ice Beam, and that's beautiful. He switches into Quagsire. I'm like, okay. I looked at him and said, we're running the same team, aren't we? Yeah, we were running the same team. So Azumarill going to go ahead and get off a play rough, and it's going to be Quagsire taking a lot of damage there. I'm going to go ahead and shield this because I know I can get to another attack. And I'm going to go ahead and... Am I? Oh! I'm trying to save energy for Azumarill. I'm trying to farm. And it works. I farm the energy out. I wasted both my shields, but that's okay. Because I thought we were on the same lineup. I'm going to go ahead and go for a play rough, I believe. No, I go for the ice beam. And this is where I messed up. If I'd have gone for the play rough, it does more damage in both situations. I'm going to go ahead and just go for another. I was trying to go for another ice beam. I got stuck in a bubble. But he's going to ice beam. And I'm going to switch into a Mantine and get an aerial ace off. And he's going to shield. He's going to go ahead and get an ice beam off. And so the ice beam is going to hurt a lot. And he's going to go ahead and shield. And I get an aerial ace. He's not going to shield this. He's not going to shield it. I switch into Quagsire. And I wanted, so I keep thinking to myself, what would have happened if I had done an acid spray to start? Oh, I did do an acid spray. What if I had just done Stone Edge straight up? He shields this, I believe. So I'm like, oh! he was like, I'm scared. He was so scared after that happened. So I get off the Stone Edge, and I'm looking good. Like I took out Mantine. There's not much energy left on Azumarill. If I could have switched into Mantine sooner, look at this charge move priority. Look at that! Ugh! I legit jumped out of my chair. By this time, people were crowding around us because they knew that this meant, like, the championship. It defined the tournament really on who wins the most. So this is round 3. Sorry if this looks a little jumbled in editing. We're going to be battling Wheaton Boys for the sole right of championship. And round 3, this defines the tournament. If he wins, he wins the tournament outright. If I win a share for everyone of the tournament. So, round 3, I'm going to go ahead and lead with Azumarill, Mantine in the back with Venusaur. Because I knew he'd been running 2 waters this whole time. So, started off, he's going to be leading Mantine, and I'm going to have Azumarill there for him. So this is a great start, and he looked at me and said, he's like, I don't know if I can come back from this. So we're going to go ahead and get an Ice Beam off. And he's going to go ahead and soak it. So I looked at him because he wasn't attacking. I was like, was that intentional? He's like, yeah, we're good. So this is where, like, I was scared because I let that Azumarill get 3 bubbles off. And I know it only takes 5 to get to Ice Beam. So this is, I should have just tanked a charge move before switching, but it's fine. Frenzy Plant, and he's going to go ahead and get another Ice Beam. I'm going to get another Frenzy Plant off. And that's going to get his second shield. And so Venusaur is going to die to that Ice Beam. So we're going to switch back into Azumarill. go into a play rough, and yeah, that play rough is going to deplete the Azumarill a lot, and he's going to go ahead and get his own play rough off. So that's going to be a play rough. I'm going to go ahead and farm this. I'm going to go ahead and go straight into an Ice Beam. It's going to be a Quagsire. And he's going to lose the race. I'm going to get a play rough off, and that's going to be huge that I got that off. Because his Quagsire is minuscule health. He's going to Stone Edge. I bring in Mantine, and he's coming in with a Ice Beam. And I was scared. I was legit scared now, because I don't have Ice Beam on my Mantine, because I've been screwed by a Ninetales because I had Ice Beam, and it was not fun. So I switched it over to Water Pulse. And so he's going to go ahead and get another Ice Beam off. I'm going to finish off his Mantine with the fast move and go straight into an Aerial Ace on the Quagsire without a shield, and that is going to be GG's. Great matches from Whedon Boys and everyone that I got to play against. Like I said, I ended up battling against everyone that tied for the championship because me and Vic Thor had to do a little one-on-one battle in which we were competing for the tournament prize. It was a great run tournament. Thank you to everyone that participated. So, looking at it, we got a bunch of highly ranked challengers in it. Vic Thor, Pravado, Whedon Boys, Popcorn. The top 5 all shared the tournament. I think that says something, that people are ranked high for a reason. And yeah, it was a great tournament. I'm glad I got to compete in it. It was fun. Thank y'all. And if y'all enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. It's been Arrow, guys. GG's.